Hey guys, so I'm going to make a quick recap of today's trade. Today is actually, let me check, Thursday. So yeah, follow this right now. So I don't really know, but yeah, it's Thursday. And as you can see right here, we will start on a daily chart. That's yeah, today's trading day. So yeah, we are still in really bearish conditions, trading lower. And what we wanted to see is basically that we can fully close the gap right here with a candle. So for example, yesterday we did not close the full higher time frame gap, so we did trade it lower, but we ended up closing higher right here. And with today's day, we basically gapped a bit higher but only traded lower. So yeah, only small wick to the upside and really bearish candle. So let's drop to the 50-minute chart. As you can see right here, we have SMT with ES. Therefore, we actually can regard the lower low right here actually as a sweep on liquidity. So therefore, we swept external liquidity. Therefore, we now are basically trading in a market maker sell model, and we have really clean low resistance as liquidity. We have equal London lows. We have Asia lows near to the London lows. Also, like right here near open kill zone, which got really or scrapped very soon. So, and also like the liquidity right here with the low of the higher time frame gap, which we want to see get fully closed in, and also like the liquidity right here and here. So really stacked up size liquidity, and we want to see expansion lower, aligned with the higher time frame. And yeah, before we drop lower, I want to show you regular trading hours. So right here we have the 50-minute chart. I think we can delete this one. So yeah, that's some days before. So yeah, basically today's new opening range gap was really small, so only 30 handles. So basically we can ignore this gap because we don't expect NQ to trade back to it because it's just too small. So what are we referring to? We are looking to the left, and we see we have still these huge new opening range gaps from previous days, which did not got traded to. So therefore we basically expect NQ to trade back to the gaps right here. And as you can see, basically on the 5-minute chart, we respected the upper quadrant, consequent encroachment, and also like the lower quadrant very well. So we know that that's definitely a level we want to be aware of. And and also right here we have basically the low. So on electronic trading hours, it would look like this. So right here. That's basically the low, which closes with the low of the high time frame gap, as you can see right here. Wait a minute. So right here, that's the low. That's really important to us because it's basically aligned with the low of the high time frame gap. So basically what we expect to see is that we just expand to the downside, and we want to trade a line with it, with the direction of the new opening range gaps, which did not get delivered so far. So we want to see NQ to trade back to them. We also like traded to them right here, but they are still basically important level, and we want to see that we sweep like liquidity down here, and also like trade even lower, because on the daily chart we are still very bearish, and we still expect lower prices. So now basically let's drop to the 1-minute chart. Today was really interesting. We had basically the higher time frame SMT, so right here with the sweep. So, and basically we swept Asia highs, we swept London highs and traded higher. So and we basically manipulated higher because we just built up sell liquidity. So that is definitely engineered sell liquidity, which will get swept later on. So that's really important to understand. And then basically right here we have our smart money reversal. at basically 8:30, and then we are just selling off. And we swapped New York open kill zone, and also like before the opening, so the opening, or with the opening right here, we swapped even London lows, and yeah, then just at 9:41 we swapped also Asia lows, so we were already bearish trending lower before the opening really could deliver. So therefore we expect that the 9:30 opening, or the macro, the 10 AM macro, will deliver a short-term run on stop, so basically a manipulation higher before we can continue with the trend lower. As you can see right here, basically that's our first presented fair value gap with the opening, or not really, but because it's a 9:29 candle, it's not really the first presented, but it's definitely an important fair value gap. We built up buy sell liquidity right here, traded lower, and we don't want to chase the prices right here because we still want to see basically a sweep of buy sell liquidity before we can follow the trend. So we wait, and then we see a really clean short-term run on stops, and I knew after we basically broke through the inversion fair gap right here, we will deliver lower. And there basically I entered right here, just market, because it was really volatile today. I instantly mitigated one because I was selling 3 contracts, and that was basically a bit too much risk for me today, because we were really volatile, as I already mentioned. And then my first partial was basically right here at the high time frame gap, because we also like had engineered liquidity right here, because we've also like stacked up lows right here. And also what is really interesting is the fact that on S&P, that's what you can see right now. So on S&P we basically also had SMT, so it was a bit different. So we had like the higher time frame SMT right here, and we scrapped London lows right here, yeah, really late. So let's maybe drop back to the 1 minute chart. So the London lows are right here, and we scrapped them not basically with the low right here. So as you can see, the London lows were still intact on ES. On NQ we did sweep them already. Wait, London liquidity. So just yeah, to keep that in mind, basically keep an eye on the lows right here. So I would basically go back to NQ, and as you can see right here, we already scrapped the London lows already here, but with the lows right here on ES we did not sweep London lows. So therefore expect that this is basically engineered sell side liquidity once again, and then we can really trade align with ES as well. And then yeah, I took my first partial right here. I wanted to see the fair value gap right here react as resistance. Why? Because we basically displaced below or through consequent encroachment of the higher time frame gap. Therefore I want to see the upper gap basically get treated as a breakaway gap, and we did not trade back to it. What's really bearish, what's basically what are basically representing perfect low resistance trading conditions. And yeah, we sold off, and I took my last partial right here, and I was done for the day. I could have also like aimed for the sell liquidity down here, but I just wanted to be like yeah, out of the move, because we are all, or we traded already really lower, so we were already really overexpanded, also because we are already way below the opening prices. So I don't really want to hold for much more, but yeah, I'm really content with the trade today. I think that was really clean, and yeah, I think that's basically it. Yeah, see you soon.